All right, we've got Quebec. Welcome in, everybody. Today is a Tuesday afternoon. Just wanted to go fly. We got a couple snowstorms coming in, so I figured I might as well go flying today. And actually what I wanted to do today was, if you saw one of my last videos, I had wondered if I had been offered when flying around Charlotte. I offered a Tango route, and I didn't take it. I just said, do whatever you want. He didn't end up giving me the Tango route. But after further review, the Tango route would have went right through Charlotte's airspace, and instead of being, I got vectored around to different fixes. And it led me to think, like, wait a second, did he just give me a cheat code there where he was like offering that up, but maybe he thought if I wasn't able to load that or wasn't familiar or something like that. So I started doing investigation of like, what is a Tango route really used for? And it's used for exactly that, navigating around busy airspace.
Pontiac Ground, Airport 9, base of the tower, Lake Route 2 west of the shop.
So,
Airport 9, Pontiac Ground, perceive it, Route 2 west.
2 west for 9.
What I wanted to do was practice doing a Tango route, because I've honestly never loaded one into this plane. I've never even flown one in my other plane. It's just not something we do in my area of Michigan because it's not a congested area. We only actually have 2 Tango routes, Tango 616 and Tango 781. So on the ground, I filed for, I'm going to fly up to a town called, or a city called Saginaw.
Central aircraft designation Romeo, now current wind calm, altimeter 3020.
3020, now it's Romeo. So I'm going to fly up to a town called Saginaw, and I'll go shoot an approach in there. It's marginal condition, so I might be able to log one. But on the way up, I'm going to fly this route that's really unnecessary, not direct. I filed direct. I filed Pontiac Tango 781 to a fix called Margin, then a fix called Hawk, and then direct destination. And it accepted it. So the 2 things I want to play with, it's like, okay, well, how do I load that here if I do it manually? And then I want to see what it's like loading that from ForeFlight directly to the panel that is in the G7 here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, it was KPTK, which I've got, and then I'm going to do Tango 781. Enter. Okay, it says waypoint not found on airway. Open up airway section page. Okay. So I wanted to do this. Back up a second here. Whoop. All right. Interesting.
Aero 264, wind calm, altimeter 3020. You continue south on Golf, full short runway 27 left.
Right, southbound on Golf, hold short 27 left.
Add waypoint or route. ADRIE. Enter. And add Tango 781. Enter. Okay. So I needed to add that first fix of where I'm going to enter the airway, which makes sense. And that's what I don't know why I didn't put that in the first place. And then we're going to exit at Margin. So you can see all these different airways that are on here. So let's find Margin. There it is. And let's load that airway. Okay. And then we want to add Hawk, H-O-C-K-E. Whoops. H-O-C, there's Hawk. And then add KMBS. Enter that.
I'm sorry, 174 Delta
Okay.
Sierra, Pontiac ground, runway 27 left.
Ignore that. So there's my route. So on this system,
154.
to get the airway, you have to enter the entry waypoint fix and the exit waypoint fix, which makes sense. Again, never done that. And it looks good. So now, I did that manually on here, so let's go to flight plan options and let's delete this flight plan actually. Start and do it from my iPad and see what that does. So add origin, KP, well actually I'm just gonna do completely from my iPad, cancel that. So I'm gonna go to here, say send to the panel. Now on this, what's interesting was when I put in the airway, it put in ADRI as the first fix automatically. Even though it's not in here. I don't know if I can expand that. Let me see what it does here. It did do that. It did do that. Okay, let me take that back out. From out here. So Tango 781. Enter that. Put that back in there, and it still put ADRI in there. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's go back and send that to the panel, and we see it here. It shows it as well, and activate. Same thing. Although, interestingly enough, it doesn't show the, I'm sorry, I'm so leaned over here, probably didn't see any of that. It didn't show, it doesn't show the airway in this. It just goes fix, 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 fix. So, interesting. I don't really know what to make of that. I guess if it's, if I get that in the future, I just know on this system it's going to ask you for a beginning and ending waypoint, and the airway will be in there. But in reality, if there's two fixes on that Tango route,
clearance, Diamond,
what's really the difference?
Zulu, looking to pick up our IFR clearance.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 727 Mike Zulu, Pontiac ground. We do have clearance delivery split off right now. 118.25 for clearance.
All right, 118.25.
Yep, I'll switch over, sorry. 727 Mike Zulu.
So interesting. I just wanted to see and fly that. I'm gonna go back. I'm actually gonna delete this back out here for a second.
International Airport via radar vector.
Delete this.
Climb and maintain 3000.
KP.
Departure frequency 132.35. Squawk 5210.
Okay. Add a destination of MBS.
Clear to the Oakland International Airport via radar
and
vectors
add ADRI.
Climb maintain 3000.
Enter that, and then we want to add a Tango 781.
Mike Zulu, advise ground your IFR. You read back correct. Contact them 121.9 protect.
There's the airway, and again it asks me for the exit on the airway margin, and then load that airway.
Clarence, good morning, Hawker 985 Charlie Echo. I'd like to.
And then add another waypoint of Hawk, Joe CKE.
Pontiac clearance cleared to Papa Whiskey Mike Airport via radar vectors. How for departure?
All right.
Lincoln transition. Then as filed. Climb maintain.
So
3000.
kind of interesting, I guess. If someone could comment, like, to me, it's like, is the Tango route really kind of, is there a situation where you'd have that Tango route where you wouldn't have a fix on either side of it? Because from the iPad perspective, it just doesn't even put the airway in there. It just puts in ADRI margin, ADRI margin, and then on. I forcefully put the airway in there, but I'm wondering, like, am I overthinking this? All right, let's get my clearance now that I did all the pre-flight stuff. Let's go KMBS, it'll be radar vectors as filed, 3,000, 6,000 after 10, 132.35, and let's see what the squawk is.
Clearance, Cirrus 524, Charlie, IFR to Saginaw.
Cirrus 524 Charlie Pontiac clearance cleared to Mike Bravo Sierra Airport via radar vectors, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect 6,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.35. Squawk 5207.
All right, cleared to Mike Bravo Sierra radar vectors as filed. 3,000, 6,000 after 10. 132.35 and 5207 for the squawk. 524 Charlie Charlie.
Sirius 524 Charlie Charlie, read back correct. Advise ground your IFR. Contact them, 0.9er for taxi.
All right, set up my autopilot. Flight level change 115, 3000. Heading is bugged.
Sir 7 Mike Zulu, wind variable from north at 4. Altimeter 3019er.
3019er.
7 Mike Zulu.
And that's all good. Let's do our last little checks here. Double check everything. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's all good. That's the right frequency. That's the right frequency. Let's turn this back up a little bit. And then I've got my route in there. And we learned some stuff.
Pontiac ground Sirius 524 Charlie Charlie. We're at Maven. We've got Romeo. We are IFR. No run up.
Sirius 524 Charlie Charlie, Pontiac ground, runway 27 left, taxi via Charlie. Advise to our initial contact your IFR.
27 left via Charlie, and we'll advise 524 Charlie Charlie.
A lot of Charlies. So I was considering getting a ForeFlight call sign because 524 Charlie Charlie is sometimes a mouthful. I met my wife on October 22nd. It's an important date for us, 10/22. So I was thinking about getting a ForeFlight 10/22 call sign, but I don't know if that's really any easier. I don't know. You might see that in the future.
Pontiac Tower, Sirius 524 Charlie Charlie, holding short of 27 left, IFR.
524 Charlie Charlie, Pontiac Tower, hold short runway 27 left.
Hold short 27 left, 524 Charlie Charlie.
Archer 8 Hotel, base turn approved, you're number 2, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Turning base, number 2, clear to land, 27 right, Saginaw MBS.
It's I was saying it's a training airport, or there's a lot of training at this airport. It's a Delta and parallel runways, and they've had some incidents, so you hear them a lot on the radio say, don't overshoot final. You hear it on the ATIS, don't overshoot final.
Sirius 2 Alpha Delta. Just fly right traffic, just normal right traffic pattern.
Right traffic for 312 Alpha Delta, third time's the charm, thanks.
Wow.
Pontiac Tower, Diamond Star, 723 Alpha Golf, holding short, 27 left, number 2. And Tower, 7 Mike Zulu, like us contact, Detroit departure.
I'm sorry, 7 Mike Zulu, no, I was trying to hold on to you, but, well, if you want to go talk to Detroit, contact Detroit on 132.35.
Detroit 132.35, we'll see you in a bit, 77 Mike Zulu.
Archer 8 Juliet, turn right heading 360.
I love it.
Right heading 360, right, 8 Juliet.
Archer Hotel, runway 27 right, taxi Delta.
27 right, via Delta, in and Hotel.
Who's behind Diamond Star 3 Alpha Golf?
63 Delta Sierra.
Who's behind Diamond Star 3 Delta Sierra?
There's a lineup behind me.
I'm at 830 Bravo Sierra.
And the Diamond Star behind 0 Bravo Sierra?
536 Delta Charlie.
Diamond Star 536 Delta Charlie, thank you. Sirius 4 Charlie Charlie, fly runway heading, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 27 left, runway heading, 524 Charlie Charlie.
All right, probe heat's coming on, landing lights coming on, mixture's full rich, nobody's on final.
Sirius 2 Alpha Delta, yep, start your downwind.
Start me downwind, 312 Delta.
45 Echo Mike, start your base, you're number 1, runway 27 right, clear to land.
Land 27 right, number 1, 55 Echo Mike.
Diamond Star 3 Alpha Golf, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, right turn northeast approved.
27 left, clear for takeoff, right turn to the northeast approved, 3 Alpha Golf. Pontiac Tower, Diamond 63 Delta Sierra, holding short 27 left, ready for departure 2
400 feet, out of runway, flaps up.
Sirius 4 Charlie Charlie, contact Detroit departure.
600.
Detroit, 4 Charlie Charlie.
Caps is available.
Detroit departure Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie 2.1 for 3, runway heading.
Number 524 Charlie Charlie, Detroit departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5,000, stay on course heading to Adrian.
5,000 on course is 045.
Number 4 Charlie Charlie, roger, turn right direct to Adrian.
Right direct to Adrian 524 Charlie Charlie.
Number 4 Charlie Charlie, climb and maintain 6,000.
6,000 4 Charlie Charlie.
All right, climb power set. Flaps are up. Mixture's leaning. Engine parameters all are good in the green. Fuel pump is on boost. Sinker heading bug. We're in nav mode. Going through a little cloud layer here. Shouldn't really pick up any ice.
Rescue track 323 with you at 2,500. We're flying a heading of 030 to avoid the class Bravo airspace.
Good check, 323 Detroit approach traffic. November 5 Sierra Charlie at Kona, continue the RNF 27 left approach, maintain VFR.
Alright, at Kona will continue maintain VFR 5 Sierra Charlie.
Negative on the ice. Didn't think this layer was that thick. Should be right out of it right now. Perfect. All right, 200 feet to go. Let's turn a little bit of heat on here. Get our landing light off.
Number 88 Juliet, turn right heading 180.
180 88 Juliet.
So this route is ridiculous. I need hours, I guess that's one way to get them. And I learned how to load an airway in this.
Vanguard 20952, information Whiskey's current at Lansing.
Better to do it.
ILS runway 10 right in use, Lansing wind 0305.
Better do it that or right now or on the ground than trying to do it in the air or figure it out in the air. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out. Like, it wasn't obviously that difficult. I just honestly had never loaded one. So I guess the long story short, or long story long, is I'll pose it out to the commenters out there. If you have two fixes on an airway, do you load the airway? Is there any reason to load the airway? What am I missing about a Tango route when obviously when I had to load it on here, it needed an entry point and an exit point, which are two fixes. So if I'm flying between two fixes, what's the point of having that Tango 781 or Tango whatever in the flight plan? I obviously reloaded it with that, but there is really no difference between me flying from the fix of Adri to the fix of Margin, other than it says airway in here. And
Guardcopter 20535, Felix, roger.
Maybe if you have an airway with multiple fixes, it makes sense to have it in there, because I just clicked on that airway and it shows expand and collapse all. I only have two fixes, so maybe that's what it is. And maybe I got to get to an area where we have more airways to get more experience with it. So anyway, I thought I'd just bring you along to let you see me fumble and figure that out. And I don't think there's any issue. So I'll pick you guys up when I'm descending for the ILS. It's going to be the ILS 5 into Saginaw. All right, we started our initial descent into Saginaw. Mike Bravo Sierra. Last PIREP into there, bases were at 2600 negative on the ice. I was hoping the bases were a little bit lower so I could count this approach, but it doesn't look like it's going to be meant to be. It's an ILS, really straightforward. I asked for vectors in rather than flying to the initial approach fix and doing the whole procedure turn. Got tower loaded up. That'll be my next frequency. He's not going to switch me again. Got the altimeters.
20535, that traffic now 6 o'clock, 2 miles eastbound, altitude indicates 2,500, type unknown.
Do our descent checklist. Altimeter set.
Don't have a visual yet, but we have them up on...
landing light, fuel quantity good. Mixture's leaning or is good. Seats good. Brake pressure is good.
Here's 4 Charlie Charlie, turn off heading 270.
270, 4 Charlie Charlie.
He set me up for a vector outside of the initial approach fix of Ulst. And I'm level at 5,000. The frequency's loaded up for the localizer. It's 1087.
0535 out of the turn. The traffic's at your 12 o'clock and 3 miles. Turning southeastbound, altitude indicates 3,000. Advise you turn northwestbound.
And the DA on this is 866. We won't need that today.
Starcopter 535, did you want 3,000 all the way to Lansing, or did you want to climb higher?
Starcopter 535 is good to go up.
Starcopter 535, roger, climb, maintain 4,000.
Climb to 4,000, 535.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Charlie, descend and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 4 Charlie Charlie.
$4,200 for 3,000. Yeah, that last report is, we broke out at 3,500, not 26. Might be some of those little layers that just kind of float around low.
Here's 4 Charlie Charlie, turn right, heading 290.
290, 4 Charlie Charlie.
Well, mixture full rich and start slowing up a little bit. That's my biggest thing I have to improve on, is a little bit better speed management. Going 163 knots over the ground right now. That's when things happen fast and if issues were to arise, especially in a VFR condition. My last few flights have been entering into a pattern, and in one of my last flights there was somebody doing pattern work, and I was talking to him and it said I'd come behind him on, entering in a downwind, and I never could get a visual on him. White playing against white snow, and I was looking at the ADS-B, trying to see him outside. Never got a visual on him. He had a visual on me, though. He's like, hey, you're getting kind of close. And what I opted to do is just do a 360 and come back around. Moral of the story there was, did not...
4 Charlie Charlie, send and maintain 2,400.
2,400, 4 Charlie Charlie.
Moral of the story was, I did not judge my speed and his speed. I had a tailwind. I was probably going 150 knots, maybe like 3 miles out from the pattern. Stupid. And so I put myself into a position where we were too close. And again, I never could get a visual on him. Thankfully, he saw me, and I decided to just, once he said, you're kind of close, that was enough for me to say, nope, I'm going to do a 360 and slow down and let you keep going. But it definitely raised the hair on my neck a little bit, and it was a good lesson learned for sure. There's zero reason to become, understand the other speed of that aircraft. It was a Diamond, so he was going really slow. I learned a lot from it. I wasn't filming that day, but
Here's 4 Charlie Charlie, turn right heading 320.
320, 4 Charlie Charlie.
I'd have put it out there if I was. You know, I've said it many times.
Cargo 20535, contact approach 118.8.
It's about learning and getting better, and never make the same mistake twice. All right, leveling at 2400. Getting close to the final approach path here. We'll make sure we arm when he gives me a vector and clears me. Go back up to about 40% here. Just keep us going at 120. I like that.
Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie, 5 miles from Olstee, turn right, heading 020, maintain 2,400 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 5.
020 on the heading, maintain 2,400 till established, cleared ILS 05, 524 Charlie Charlie.
All right, cleared me approach mode. Got me on a vector, needle's alive. I'm gonna put in my first notch of flaps here now. All right, scoreboard looks good. Localizers queued up as well as glide slope. We got about, call it 4 or 5 miles to Olstee. Oh. Planelets on, boost pumps on, mixture's full rich. Before landing checks. And we got the runway in sight. Sink our heading bug. We're going to expect.
Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie, contact Saginaw Tower 120.1.
201, 4 Charlie Charlie. Saginaw Tower, Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie, ILS 5.
Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie, Saginaw Tower, wind 050 at 5, runway 5 clear for the option.
Runway 5 clear for the option, 524 Charlie Charlie.
Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie, after the option, you're cleared to the Pontiac Airport as filed, except fly runway heading, maintain 3,000, expect 5,010 minutes after departure.
All right, after the option cleared, Pontiac as filed, except runway heading, and then maintain 3,000, expect 5,000 after 10 minutes, 524 Charlie Charlie.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Charlie, reback.
I had filed another flight plan. Because originally I was going to do a full stop here, but then I told Approach, and I said, hey, I've got another flight plan on file. Can you coordinate with the tower or how that's going to work? And he basically said that they would give me a clearance once we switched over to them. All right, glide slope's active and captured. Let's pull this power back. About 12 inches, 20% power. And ride it on down to 866. Actually, I'm going to hand fly this. On slope, on needle, on speed. $1,700 for 866. On slope, on needle, on speed. Keep that scan going. A little high, a little fast. All right. Go on slope, on needle, on speed.
500.
1,200 for 866. We're just going to keep half flaps today because I'm just going to do a touch and go. Got 8,000 feet of runway here. We're good with that. Touch low. Still looking inside. All right, there's 900. Looking up. There's the runway. Pull our power back.
Minimums. Minimums.
There's minimums. And lead off a little more of that speed. Oh, just same same level of flap, Scott. Wanted to initially go to 50%. All right, we'll switch this back to nav mode, or GPS mode, I'm sorry. And we're runway heading to 3,000. All right.
Cirrus 4, Charlie, Charlie, when able, reset transponder, squawk 5141.
5141 for 4, Charlie, Charlie.
600.
All right, flaps are up. Climb power set. 5 minutes. We'll go heading mode. Autopilot on. Flight level change to 120. Climbing 3,000. Now we'll go back here. Delete this flight plan. And we'll.
Cirrus 4, Charlie, Charlie, contact departure on 126.45. Have a good day.
2645, 4, Charlie, Charlie. What's up?
PTK, enter. Do direct, activate direct.
Great Lakes approach, Sirius 524, Charlie, Charlie, 11-3000, runway heading.
Sirius 524, Charlie, Charlie, goes departure to contact, climb maintain 5,000.
5,000, 4, Charlie, Charlie.
Sirius 524, Charlie, Charlie, when able, turn right direct Pontiac.
Right direct Pontiac, 524, Charlie, Charlie, thanks.
Activate direct, go nav mode. All right, lean this engine out a little bit. Climb power, set, mixtures, leaning. Fuel pumps on boost. All right, that all checks. That looks good. This stupid ECS controller is not working. Back into this clouds. 5,000 should put us on top. Sync our heading bug. Continue to lean this out. Still negative on the ice. Right at 5,000. Let's see if we hang out here or might ask for a little bit higher possibly. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we did just get a absolute trace of rime at the top of these clouds, but we're on top of them now, so we'll be good. Talking to my favorite crew, Detroit Approach.
Maintain 170 knots or greater till Sadly. Contact Pontiac Tower 120.5.
Descending to 4,000. And we're going to do the RNAV 27 left. Mixture full reg here and pull this speed back a little bit, just so we don't get too bumpy in the clouds here.
Archer 88, you're 4 miles from Lyra, cross Lyra 3000, cleared RNAV runway 27 left approach.
Lyra 3000, cleared RNAV 27 left approach, heading to that.
We're going to get direct Lyra in a minute here, which is...
Archer 88, Juliet, keep your speed up as much as practical. I've got 2 aircraft to follow you.
Forward speed, heading to that.
He might have this faster traffic here. He's trying to get in before me. I think that's what's going on.
Charlie, Charlie, cleared direct Gus Z, join the final approach course straight in, maintain 4,000.
Direct Gus me, maintain 4,000, 524 Charlie, Charlie.
All right.
Station 2 Hotel Mike, turn left heading 300, cleared Brazil approach, maintain 7 left.
Yeah, that's got to be that guy. Let's look it up. Yeah, 190 knots.
Station 2 Hotel Mike, turn left heading 300, cleared Brazil approach, maintain 7 left.
Yep, that's Hotel Mike. That's what he's doing. Get me outside or letting that guy get set up on the visual.
Station 2 Hotel Mike, contact Pontiac Tower 120.5, good night. Number 4 Charlie, Charlie, 5 miles from Savely, cleared RNAV runway 27 left approach.
Cleared RNAV 27 left approach, 524 Charlie, Charlie.
All right, let's get down.
Vertical track.
Disable that. Approach mode is armed. 2700 or 2600 is bugged for Favli. Glide path is active or queued up.
Series 4 Charlie and Charlie, reduce the final approach speed for traffic ahead.
Reduce its speed, 4 Charlie Charlie.
Detroit, citation 93 at Romeo Delta, checking in 14,000, descending to 11,000 at kilt with 250 knots.
Citation 938 Romeo Delta, Detroit approach. Good evening, information Bravo, current, expect the ILS runway 5 approach.
We got Charlie, and we'll expect the ILS 5 approach, 98 Romeo Delta.
4 Charlie Charlie, contact Pontiac Tower 120.5, good night.
Over to Tower, 4 Charlie Charlie, what's it? Takeoff 60 Golf.
All right. Last little checks here. Brakes are good. Landing light on, probe heat's on, mixture's rich.
Tower Challenger 800 Bravo Whiskey ready in sequence 27 left.
Cirrus 524 Charlie Charlie, Pontiac Tower, continue inbound. Traffic will hold in position prior.
524 Charlie Charlie, but continue inbound.
Kill the autopilot on this one too. Just keep driving along at 2600.
Clear 60 Golf, contact Detroit departure.
All right, on slope, on speed, on needle. Got a little bit of a swirling wind here. A little bit low, a little bit slow. A little more power in there.
Citation 0 Bravo Whiskey, fly runway heading, runway 27 left, cleared for takeoff.
All right, Challenger 800 Bravo Whiskey, cleared for takeoff 27 left.
That's why you didn't clear me yet.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Charlie, runway 27 left, clear to land, caution await turbulence from the Challenger departure.
27 left, clear to land, 524 Charlie Charlie.
Kind of peek up and see where he takes off. Shouldn't be a problem.
Pontiac Tower, Warrior, November 55 Echo Mike, holding short, 27
500.
right, northeast departure.
I actually got to throw my hat.
Challenger 0 Bravo Whiskey, contact Detroit departure, continue runway heading.
Runway heading Detroit departure 0 Bravo Whiskey.
Warrior 55 Echo Mike, Pontiac Tower, traffic on finals to the parallel runway, right turn to the northeast approved, runway 27 right, cleared for takeoff.
27 right, cleared for takeoff, 5 Echo Mike, thank you.
All right, speed looks good. 2 white, 2 red. Touch
Minimums.
Continuing. A little bit of a quartering tail. Go power out.
Warrior A5 Bravo, runway 27 right, clear to land.
27 right, clear to land, A5 Bravo.
Cirrus 4 Charlie Charlie, turn left at Juliet, Charlie into the ramp.
Juliet, Charlie to the ramp, 4 Charlie Charlie.